everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Texans are top 10 in converting third down opportunities, and they'll be up against the Falcons' defense looking to knock that conversion rate down.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Houston Texans. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Let's go!
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a first down throw, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On first down, Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now a handoff looking right. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And some room to roam now. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go!
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Now he's forced out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Duke Riley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun, here's Watson. Now he'll escape to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And the Steelers, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Try the right side here. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. What? Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, but it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Buying time to his left. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Watson on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go. What? Nothing.
Out of the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man on a crossing route. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They're going to look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Throwing again is Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch tight end. Ohio. Let's go. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Now Watson looking to throw on second down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Come on, let's go.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. escape the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Crowell. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down following the run. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is Crowell on the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zach Cunningham leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Bullard in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Duke Riley in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ballard. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Let's go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go.
Second and goal from the 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. On third down. That's Carpenter. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Falcons add on.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us. Stay out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 47-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go!
They're going to look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right there at the 43. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zach Cunningham in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Let's go. Blue 58.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Back's mine.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go. Blue 58.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Let's go. 3-2.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
From the gun, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle, and the Steelers coming away victorious there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a